to happen. Noa Essengue has now officially been assigned to the Windy City Bulls down in the G-League. We can talk about it all and more right after this. What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into this content today, y'all. And it's now been made official, something that most Bulls fans realized and probably knew was going to happen. Noa Essengue has officially been assigned to the G-League. He will start off his season with the Windy City Bulls. The question now becomes about how does this help his development? That's the question that all this comes down to. We kind of already expected this even before the season started, all signs reporting to Noa Essengue starting down with the G-League. And this is very similar to what they did with Haize. He's 18 years old. He's one of the youngest, if not the youngest player in the NBA. And so Noa Essengue is going to spend and start off his season down there in the G-League. And I know there are going to be some reactions to this. I know people are going to ask, why would you do this to a lottery pick and all that? And I'm not saying those aren't valid questions. I want to be clear. I'm not saying in any stretch of the imagination those questions are invalid to ask something like that. But I think you got to look at this specifically and what it means for Noa. Noa is a player that has been playing professionally overseas. And while it's professional, it's a lot different of a league than what the NBA is. And so what this is going to do is going to allow Noa Essengue to not only acclimate to how the Bulls want him to develop in the NBA physicality, but I think also something that can go underrated in all this is that this also allows Noa Essengue to work on all of his game. And that's something that he would not be able to do if he was getting 8-10 minutes with the Bulls. He's going to be able to have the ball in his hands. He's going to get plays called for him. He's going to be able to take players off the dribble. He's going to be able to develop his dribbling, which is something that is in his game. He's going to get to develop those things. I'm not saying that Noa does not have some things that could help an NBA team right now. You guys know, I've said it before. His activity around the rim, his shot blocking, his ability to be a lob threat are all things that I do think can help the Bulls right now. But with the Bulls playing the way that they are, we always know that Billy Donovan's going to prefer veterans over young players, especially this raw. Those opportunities weren't going to be there for him. Now he gets to go to a situation in the Windy City where he's going to get to develop it. And now this kind of puts a little bit of the onus on Noa, because if Noa Essengue clearly shows he's head and shoulders above that level of competition, that's exactly what Haize did last year, then, you know, it's going to force Billy Donovan and the Bulls to think about if the G-League is the right place for his development. But that's on Noa, and we'll see what's going to happen. But with him being the youngest player in the NBA, like I said, it's going to be a little bit different for Noa than what it was for Haize, I feel. So I'm not really too worried about it. I'm not too worried about this. This isn't something that I'm going to lose my mind over. I think that they're doing Noa Essengue a huge disservice because of that. I don't really feel that way personally, but I'm not saying that everybody should feel that way either. I'm not saying that. But some games aren't available. Oh, I don't know what that question's about. I hope he shows that he's ready for the NBA sooner rather than later. And Shay, that's really what you want to hope for, Shay, is that he's going to go down there and really show, hey, I'm above this. I don't need to be playing in the G League. We'll see. I honestly think this is better than not playing no games and just practice. Agreed. And that's kind of where I'm with it as well, Patch, is that I'm at the place where I think this is better for him than him not playing for real at all. I personally think that's better for him. So, you know, it is what it is there. What's good, Brad? Glad to have you in the building. Flaccavelli says perfect. He needs some reps, and it's hard to get that in the rotation when everyone is kind of rolling right now. And exactly my mindset there, bro. It's cool that Noa has been sit there. Hope he balls out there and learns maximizing the use of his strengths and realizing his weaknesses. Agree, Shay. You're right. Or sorry. Watching this Bears game and we kicking ass. Yes, I left the Bears live stream to come do this. That's why I'm in Bears gear. I ain't have time to change. This is a quick video. I'm going to go right over back to the Bears live stream. He'll be able to get some playing time. That's valuable. Exactly. Playing time and reps is very valuable, especially for a player that's as young as Noa Essengue. It's better to be safe than sorry. That way, when he does get his opportunity, he'll be more ready for it. Great points there. You guys are very level-headed about this, which I'm glad to hear, because I know a lot of Bears fans are going to be very knee-jerky about this. How is Kobe? Is he still due to come back after the 6th game? He's going to be reevaluated on Monday, bro, so we won't know for sure until then. He'll be reevaluated Monday, so expect something around Monday afternoon, early evening-ish is probably where we'll hear something. JB dropped the bass says, I expected this to happen, but I got a hot take. If the Bulls keep up how they play the last 5 games, what are the chances that they will match the 12-0 start? Ooh, the Bulls' next 8 games are very difficult games. So if the Bulls get out to a 12-0 start, it'll be crazy. But we're here to talk about Noah. I don't want to sidetrack it with that. No, I was asking how do you watch games on League Pass because some aren't available there. Oh, I watch every game on League Pass. I've never had a situation where I haven't had a game available on League Pass for me. Never. If only we had our own G-League team back when we had Marcus Teague. We did no, you're right. We didn't have. That's when we were sharing the Iowa Energy, right? We were sharing the Iowa Energy. It was us and, was it Phoenix we were sharing that G-League team with? I can't remember. Watching the game and the Bulls, this up on the phone. Bear down, see rare. We appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Or Thoya, you could be a sister. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be an asshole with that. Remember, Modest became much more ready after he had a couple of steps in the G. Modest only played 1 game in the G League. Only played 1 game in the G League. That's it. And then he came back and was getting 5.8 minutes per game. But I get what you're getting at. I mean, it could definitely help him. Noah being sent down could be to make room for Kobe. You don't have to make room for Kobe. Kobe's a full roster spot. You don't have to make room for Kobe White. So it has nothing to do with making room for Kobe, J-Mac. But yeah, so that's what it is. Noa Essengue is going to be sent down to the G League. We're going to see what that does for his development and how he comes back with this. Hopefully he comes back stronger, ready to go. And if he does, great. This is all it's the long game for Noah. I get it. I want to see Noa Essengue play right now too. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to see Noa Essengue play. But at the same time, I'm going to understand that, if this is part of the development and it ends up working out, that's all that matters in that case, if it ends up working out. So, we'll see what happens here. I know it's not what everybody wants for the lottery pick that was just drafted. Hell, I would love to see. And like I said, I personally do think Noah has some skills that can help this team right now, even with him being slight of frame like he is. And, but he's been working all summer. He didn't go play over in Eurobasket to stay in Chicago and get ready physicality. Why? So he's locked in. I think Noah understands what he needs to do so that he can get ready to get out there on the basketball court for the Chicago Bulls. And I don't think that he's lost any motivation or anything by that personally. So, but in the long run, I just hope that this, whatever that they want out the G League run for Noa Essengue, I hope that happens. I hope that happens. I'm excited for the other rook too. Lachlan Albrecht, yeah, you're gonna get to see Lachlan. You're gonna get to see Noa Essengue down there. So. Haize, what up? Hopefully we get another win over those bloody Knicks today. I think Noah is going to be better when he put on some size and gets more adjusted to playing in Chicago. Yeah, we'll see. Are you going to review his G? So I do weekly G League updates where I do an episode every Sunday and I recap the whole week in the G League for the Windy City Bulls. I think I'm still the only channel that covers the Windy City Bulls consistently. So yeah, I will be bringing that content this year for sure. Bulls whooping ass, Illinois in the building. Shout out to Mr. Hudson in the building. But all right, y'all, let me get back to this Bears game. I just wanted to bring this update for y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys are following us at Bulls Central Pod. You send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullscentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. And like I like to end every episode on, y'all stay safe out there. Stay safe, see red, and go Bulls. Love you guys. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.